Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be exploring the commodity exploration kit with you guys. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, so for today's video, I am going to be trying out the commodity fragrances. So in my Sephora haul, a lot of you guys were interested in this video, and one of you guys wanted me to get it up as soon as I could because you wanted to know if it was worth it to shop during the Sephora sale. So I am filming this on October 31st. So hopefully I can get it up quickly so that there could still be some days left for the sale. But this kit is amazing for those of you who have not tried commodity fragrances like myself. So I was very excited to try out this kit because the fragrances are a little on the pricey side. So I did not want to just blind buy a fragrance and then not like it. So I thought that this was just a really nice way to see what fragrance I liked. So as you can see, this kit brings tester strips and it brings you the 3 lines that they offer. So with commodity, you're going to be getting 3 different ranges of the same scent. So for those of you who like very soft fragrances, you don't want anything too bold, you are sensitive to fragrances, maybe you get allergies easily or headaches, personal line. And then if you don't mind the fragrance to be a little bit stronger, you can go into the expressive line, which is kind of like I would say the standard line. And then if you want something that's more bold, strong, makes a little bit more of a statement, then you can definitely check out the bold line. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start down the middle just to get kind of like a feel for the fragrance. Then we'll check out the personal and the bold to see which ones I prefer. So I'm just gonna be giving my opinion on them, and I already ordered one because I did try out the one that I was most interested in because I did want to shop for it during the sale. I definitely wanted to take advantage of the discount as well, so I already placed my order. So let's get right into it. I don't want to waste any more time, and since there are so many fragrances here, I'm not going to go into like a super detailed review on them or anything like that because I don't want the video to be like 3 million years long. But I am going to start off with Moss, and I'm going to be putting the notes on the screen that I found on Fragrantica. All right, so Moss is described as a fresh, green, and earthy plant that lacks true roots. The trilogy of fresh green scents highlights bergamot, oak moss, and petitgrain. So the expressive one is green and woody with a touch of morning dew. This blend of oak moss, cedarwood, and petitgrain are reminiscent of a walk through the woods at dawn, wet, cool, clean, and reviving. Right off the bat, this one might not be for me, but you never know. So I'm going to spray the strip. Yeah, this definitely right off the bat gives me like more masculine vibes than feminine vibes. Super green, super fresh. Definitely like walking down like a trail where it just rained and it's still a little humid and you're getting all of the plants and all that. They definitely described it in a really nice way because I do get like that dewy, wet, mossy. It just makes me think of like the woods or like a jungle or something, or like a rainforest, somewhere that it's like very, you're like in nature, there's fresh air, maybe like a waterfall nearby. It's really nice. I feel like it's very clean. It's definitely something that you can wear like casually, like with a t-shirt and some jeans. It's not something that you have to be dressed up for. But this one is not for me. It's not a bad scent at all. It's just not really the type of scent that I enjoy. But I am going to try out the personal one, and the personal one says that it has notes of citrus and fresh cut greens are carried in a molecular cloud of musk, ultra fresh and airy. So maybe this one. This one's very simple. So I would say it's definitely a very soft, ooh, It has a really, really nice musk. Really, I really like this. So this one is a little bit more feminine to me. So I still get like the same vibes that I mentioned, but there's something in this one that's giving it a little bit more juicy vibe and a little bit more feminine like vibe. This one's really nice. If you want to smell very clean, fresh, but not soapy, this is a really, really nice scent. Oh, this one's really, really pretty. I do like this one. So the expressive one, not for me, but the personal one, beautiful. I'm not sure if this is something that I would want a full bottle of, but definitely a beautiful scent, and I'm definitely going to wear it, like a full wear, to see how I feel with it, because this is definitely one of those fragrances that it's like an easy grab. You gotta go do groceries, you gotta go pick up your kids or something, and you want to smell nice, but you don't want to smell too much. This is beautiful for that. And I do get kind of like that more citrusy touch with this one. So really, really nice. I love this one. And then the Bold Moss. Let's go ahead and check out the Bold. So the Bold one says the freshness of juniper berry and the depth of patchouli result in something of a gentleman's tonic, a bold and modern take of the original. So this one has juniper berry, amber, and patchouli. No, it's definitely not for me. Definitely more evening appropriate, definitely more bold, definitely more in your face. But I will say this, it's done very, very nicely. I don't get that dirty patchouli vibe at all. It's more of a sexy patchouli. Honestly, to me, this would be very, very nice on a man. So usually when it comes to patchouli and when it comes to very strong scents, I prefer those on like a man. I think this is like a nice manly cologne type of scent. Not really feminine, but I can see a woman wearing it for sure. And it would work. Just not for me. It's kind of like that vibe of like the rainforest and all that. It's kind of gone with this. This is more of like a lot of patchouli. Just remember though that I always pick up patchouli so much more than other people. Like it always just jumps out at me. So the bold one, I'm pretty sure that the bold ones are not gonna be for me, but we're gonna keep on trying them. So the next fragrance is Paper. Paper is described as crisp sheets manufactured from the pulp of wood, a trilogy of true molecular skin scents thanks to sandalwood and ISO E Super. So let's start off with the expressive. So the expressive Paper celebrates creamy sandalwood as a skin scent. The dry down reveals a crisp cedarwood reminiscent of fresh linen. A unique scent experience for each wearer. I love these tester strips too. Really, really nice kit. I get the sandalwood, but it's not, sandalwood can get very almost nauseating to me if it's too thick. For example, this is her. I can't do that fragrance. It feels so thick. I feel like I could get sick from it. So this one is more like airy, more musky. So the sandalwood is quite nice. Now, I notice the sandalwood is just not a note for me like that. I do have fragrances that have sandalwood and they're beautiful, but when sandalwood is like the main star of the show, it's really not my favorite, but it's beautiful. It's very kind of like comforting. Again, really, really nice for everyday wear as well. Or you can wear this to go out to a dinner, do something in the evening. I think that it would transition really, really nice. It's definitely a woody, musky, airy type of scent. It's really not heavy at all. And it's kind of those fragrances that are like second skin, which I'm kind of getting that vibe with this whole line. And it's just like fragrances that I feel. That was a coconut that just fell on our roof. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to go on with the Paper Personal. And this one is described as, Paper comes to life on the skin, best described as your skin but better. Its molecular amber opening makes this counterpart sweeter than the original. So this one has skin musk and crisp amber. Let's see how that works out, because it did say that it's gonna be sweeter, so maybe that's better for me. Oh, that is really, really nice. Okay, I gotta try this one on my skin. I get the sandalwood, but the sandalwood, oh my God. Now remember, this is just kind of like first impression. I've never worn these, but absolutely, I love the personal ones so far, like so much. Second Skin light sandalwood. So if you're not a fan of sandalwood, this is still doable. It's beautiful. It's not bothering me. Sweeter, definitely sweeter. The amber is absolutely stunning in this fragrance. I am pretty obsessed right now. Oh, very feminine, very like dainty, which another one in here is dainty to me. Very like feminine, really put together, clean girl type of vibes. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Almost in the same kind of vibe as Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, but a little tad bit like more sexy. Because Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume to me is very just fresh and clean and you smell good, but it's not very like sexy or anything like that. But this one has a little bit, maybe it's that amber that's giving it a little bit of sexiness. All right. Now we gotta move on to the bold. So the bold paper is described as vetiver and wet woods cling to the skin in this earthy and robust take on the original. An ISO E super with personality. So they took paper expressive plus vetiver. So I guess they added vetiver to this one. You know, I can just tell that I'm just not a bold type of girl. This one's not as strong as the moss. This one's a little bit more doable, but the sandalwood is a little thicker in this one. And then the vetiver gives it like a punch, very similar to the expressive one. But I prefer the bold one actually, because the bold one has a little bit more character in it. Now let's move on to a very popular one, and this one is Milk. So we're going to start off with Milk Expressive. This is a marshmallow fragrance enhanced with mahogany wood and tonka bean. The cold milk accord adds a cooling element to an otherwise rich and warm fragrance. So beautiful. This one's really nice too. This is not the one I ordered, but this one's really nice. Fluffy marshmallow lactonic, but not sickening lactonic, because there are some lactonic fragrances that can be a little too much. This is fluffy, creamy. I think of the color white, like fluffy clouds. It's just fluffy, sweet marshmallow clouds is what I think of. Really, really nice. Soft, very smooth. The marshmallow is sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not too synthetic. It's not cloying at all. Really, really nice. I really like this one. Now, the Milk Personal says a lustrous bouquet of amber, musk, and light woods wears like a sweet and sugary hug. So this one is done with cashmere woods and skin musk. So Milk Personal, it's not strong enough. Very like barely there. I'm gonna put this on my skin to see. Okay, let's put it over here. It's there. It's very soft. If you put this on the tester strip, you're really not gonna smell much. It's very, very musky, second skin, smooth, airy. Not as marshmallowy as the expressive. I want to try this one on my skin. Yeah. If you like marshmallow, that's definitely a must-have. Marshmallow without adding other things to it. So it's like a creamy marshmallow sweet fragrance. I'm not sure if I would want a full bottle of it, but it's really, really nice. So now the bold Milk. It's rich with notes of firewood and amber, a smoky, sweet, and inviting scent to be worn with confidence. So this one has amber and firewood accord. Okay, so the Milk, I'm getting like everything so mixed up. The Milk Expressive, okay, so that is in here with a little oomph added to it again. And that amber that they use is probably one of the very few ambers that I can say that are amazing, because it adds like this very grown, it makes it more bold, it makes it a little more sexy, but it's not headache inducing, it's not suffocating, nothing like that. This one's a little bit more serious. It's not as sweet, it's not as playful, even though the other one's not playful, but more like fluffy and just cuddly. This one's a little bit more smoky. I don't want to put this one on my skin because I'm gonna have way too much, and then if I like another one, I'm not gonna have space. But yeah, it's a little bit stronger. So if the regular marshmallow one, if you don't want to just smell like marshmallow, fluffy, sweet, you want to add a little bit like smokiness, a little more bold touch to it, then the bold one is really, really nice. Next, we have Velvet. And Velvet is decadently sweet, mysteriously smoky, and elegantly exotic. This woody ambery blend is infused with roasted almonds, rose petals, and black amber. A refined gourmand with a smoky sillage. Wow. This one is a little more, yes, definitely a little bit more mysterious. She's a little more grown. She's not trying to be cute and fluffy like the marshmallow. She wants to be a little more sexy, a little bit more elevated. It smells really nice. It's not me, though. I feel like it's not me. It's not something that I would want like a full bottle of, but it's definitely really nice. It's smooth. I pick up the almond in there, but it's mixed with the amber, and the rose is very soft. It's not a vintage rose to me. It's not too much rose. It's like an airy rose that is wrapped up in a little bit of almonds and amber. So to translate that into what it smells like, it's a little nutty. The amber gives it like this warmth, and then the rose adds a little bit of a feminine touch, but it's not like those rose perfumes that it's straight up rose. It's not like that. Do I find this sexy? Me personally, I wouldn't really feel sexy with this on. It feels a little bit more mature. Again, not in an age mature, but like I feel like it's just a little bit more serious, more sophisticated, but nice. All right, now let's go with the personal, which is Skin Musk is merely the vehicle for the leading notes of vanilla, rose, and clove. Alluring. This is a molecular reflection of the original. It has vanilla flower and skin musk. Interesting. I love the way that they give the information. Very, very nice. I definitely suggest buying this kit because you will get to experience everything and then you can make up your mind. So during the sale, I believe it's $40 or $44, something like that. You can get a discount off of it so that it's even better priced. But I definitely feel like these are fragrances that you have to try out because they're beautiful. I feel like they're easier to like, definitely. So the Velvet Personal, it's almost a little bit too soft for the tester strip. It's literally a soft version of Velvet Expressive. So it's just toned down a little bit, closer to the skin. These are very similar. So the other ones, they kind of change, but these two are like almost the exact same fragrance, just that the Personal is a little bit lighter. And then now the Bold is an overdose of amber, patchouli, and labdanum. Shows off the darker side of gourmand. So this has saffron, patchouli, smoke. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a different type of patchouli. It has to be the saffron that's like making it better for me. This patchouli is not dirty at all. It's actually really, really nice. So I think out of these three, I like the Bold Velvet. It just smells very, wow. That is very, very intriguing, a little mysterious, dark, but sweet, sensual. Holy, this is nice. Yeah, I was just about to say, I get something smoky in here and I just remembered that it says it has like smoke. Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. I really like the Velvet Bold. And this to me, it's kind of like a fall evening or like a winter evening. And you have your coat, your makeup done, your hair, and this fragrance would be beautiful in colder weather, winter, fall, crisp weather. The patchouli in here and the amber gives it warmth. There's a little bit of smokiness, but don't think of like by the fireside where it's literally like by the fireside or is that what it's called? It's not that type of smokiness. It's a smokiness that you just want to keep on smelling and smelling and smelling. I get like a little woodiness, a little smoke. The amber gives it warmth. The patchouli makes it sexy. Unbelievable that I'm saying that, but it does. It smells like a grown, sexy woman. That's what I'm getting from this. I love it. That's really, really nice. I love that one. And I'm not sure if this one has rose as well, but I feel like I'm getting a rose or some type of floral that's giving it that feminine touch, because I feel like it's not just the patchouli that's doing that. I can't wait to see the notes that are on it to see if I picked it up or if I didn't, but I feel like there might be like a floral in here, like a red rose, but it's not potent. It's just giving it, it's kind of like peeking through. So nice. All right, now we're moving on to the one that I went crazy over, and this is gold. So we're gonna start off with Gold Expressive, and this is strong, sleek, and sophisticated, just like the precious commodity itself. Effervescent, vanilla wrapped in creamy musk and molten amber. Rich enough to bathe in, this decadent fragrance is an intoxicating journey to one's innermost desires, thoughts, and impulses. And this is the one that I ordered the full-size bottle of because I fell in love. Now I'm gonna give you my description on it and what I get from it. It's so good. I need to spray myself again. This is sexy and it's like, it's dainty to me, and it reminds me of kind of like what Gentle Fluidity Gold does to me, which is, it reminds me of like a dainty, rich, as in money, like a rich girl. It's very sophisticated, very clean, very put together, very pretty, very almost sexy, luxurious. It feels airy, it feels musky. For sure I get vanilla, but it's that type of vanilla where it's just dainty vanilla. It's not spicy, it's not super gourmand. It's more of like a little bit of just fresh vanilla in there. Gives it a little bit of sweetness, but then there's musk in there, airiness. So beautiful. So I'm already gonna have that one. Now, let's move on to the personal, which is this skin scent is a molecular whisper of the original. An effortless vanilla shares a spotlight with ISO E Super. And this one I might have to spray on my skin because when I did try this one on the tester strip, I barely got anything. Yeah, this one to me is almost like not worth it to my nose on the tester strip, but I am going to put it right here. I think my nose is reaching like it's... Oh, that's nice too on the skin. This kind of okay, this one reminds me of one of my recent favorites, Dead Cool Taunt, where I explain it as like a musky fragrance. It's like Clean Reserve Skin, that type of scent, but vanilla. It's reminding me a lot of that one. So I wouldn't own this one, not because I don't like it, but because I have a fragrance that smells like it. So if you like musky second skin scents and you want a vanilla fragrance, that's a good one. But I would definitely recommend the Gold Expressive just because it's a little bit more potent. You're gonna get a little bit more from it. Since it is pricey, I would go with the Expressive. Now the Bold I was not a fan of. And it says, for those who dare to be bold and admired, this unapologetically rich fragrance is overflowing with vanilla, spices, and smoke. This has nutmeg, saffron, and patchouli. So this one was no for me. But I can definitely see how many people would love this one because it's just like that grown and sexy type of scent. So you're going to take the gold that I explained, the dainty, expensive, airy, musky vanilla, and you're going to add that spicy nutmeg, almost as if you can wear this like for the holidays or really cold weather. It's definitely stronger, bolder. Not for me though. The patchouli in here is like patchouli. It's giving very patchouli, but I can definitely see how a lot of people would like it. A lot of people would consider this sexy, great for evening. I would not wear this on an everyday basis or like as a casual fragrance. And then we're going to end it with Book. So Book, dry woody pages bound together by a crisp cover. A trilogy of nostalgic, crisp, woody scents centered around cedarwood and sandalwood. So the expressive one is a crisp, woody fragrance, tips his hat to the Hemingways and Fitzgeralds of the world, conjuring the warmth of a quiet moment curled up with a good book. Its complex blend of eucalyptus, cypress, and creamy sandalwood results in an unexpectedly fresh scent. That sounds very interesting. Eucalyptus. I usually love like I love eucalyptus for like my home and for like taking a shower. It's like really good for stress. Oof. No. No. Definitely makes me think of like a library books, dry. Why do I feel like I get nutmeg in here too? I'm not too sure. Something like nutty, spicy, or woody. Sandalwood for sure. It does give off like a book, so the name it's fitting. So if you like those types of like dry paper type of scents, woody, you would enjoy this. But for me, it's just no, I don't like it. So moving on to the personal. This one says the addition of black tea and skin musk places an emphasis on freshness in this aromatic rendition. Black tea and skin musk is added to this one. So let's see how this one smells. Oh, it's a little, that's better. That's better. So they took that library and that dry book and they added something creamy in there. This one works much better. Do I have any more space to spray myself? Oh, that one is nice. And the black tea is very, I get it. It's like kind of calming, relaxing. So this one I wouldn't own, but it's much better than the expressive one. So now we're gonna go ahead and try the Bold, which is a bravado of our bestseller, amplified with the addition of smoky, velvety musk. So this one has velvet musk and smoke added to it. Yeah, not for me. This one, it's a little more masculine to me. Definitely dry, again, very dry, woody, very, very masculine to me. So yeah, that one's a no for me as well. That brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it was a little bit helpful, even though I think that the best thing to do is to try out this kit because you're definitely gonna be able to make up your mind on them and get to know them. Comment down below if you have tried commodity fragrances, which one are your favorites, which ones are you interested in. Cannot wait to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.